What up?
I'm
It's your
coming
boy
for you,
FICO
legacy of the
Jordan
workouts,
here.
bro. I'm telling you now. I told Larry, I told Hakeem, I told everybody, bro. I'm coming for y'all. So I told her I puts it out there, bro. So I'm just telling y'all. I told Mac, Eric, whoever else, I'm coming for y'all, bro.
Five,
So
four,
yeah, a
three,
little pretty.
two, one. Here back for another weekly watch list call. Look, let's just say that as soon as you cross into this realm, we sprinkle magic on your portfolio. 100%. We call that a thou wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Alpha Pack. Let's get it.
Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. I made 1,000%. Cut the reverse of the deal.
Pack. What's good? It's your boy FICO Jordan here, back with the crew once again. It's a good Friday, but honestly, is it a good Friday if you're not really making chicken? I got the homeboy Mr. Check My Resume in the building.
Yo, what's good, family?
We got the homeboy investing for legacy.
Let's eat. Let's eat.
And in the anchor, we got Boss Gang VIP.
What up? What up? What up? You know how we do? Let's get this chicken, man.
Let's go. Bros, we had an amazing week. We had another foul out cracked. We had a lot of new pack members who come in saying that they were getting the game that they not getting anywhere else. I did a one-on-one specifically this week from a gentleman who let's just say he's rather affluent in his community, so he has the income stream to be able to pay for some pretty pricey memberships in different communities that we all know about. Some people who, let's just say, they consider themselves masters of the game. Some individuals who say they can help you earn the lifestyle that you want. And it's crazy hearing them say, bro, they not teaching this stuff that y'all teaching in the group. And this man has been here 1 week. 1 week. Now, we already knew what it was whenever we set out for this mission. We had the conversation that it was education first. Wasn't going to be no keeping the sauce from people. But then it really just hit a lot of these individuals. It's not the fact that they keeping the sauce from us. They don't even got the game to give. They don't
That's
even
coming out
have
slow
the
and
game to
surely, man.
give. Yes, 100%. Bros, what do y'all think about that? I mean, you knew what it was, but I mean, you're not shocked when you hear this in a one-on-one, are you?
Nah, nah.
Nah,
I mean, it's
nah.
kind of to be expected. I mean, my personality is that of contrarian anyway, so I'm used to being alone in my thinking. So I think like when I'm in these settings with folks, I just try to stress to them to really just check behind everybody, including myself. Like, take a process, do your due diligence about what content you're receiving and what you're being told. And so, yeah, obviously we feel very highly about what we're teaching folks, but I think that it's hard for someone to just listen until they see it for themselves. And so that's why I try to get them to see it, or I try to help them identify, what's value versus what's not valuable information, and just try to proceed in that way and not slander anybody. But it's pretty obvious. So like you just lay a couple seeds out there, and then when they they automatically know.
Hey, but
Boss, what you think?
Telling the truth is not slander, though. Telling the truth is not slander.
No,
So
very
one
true,
thing we're
very
all
true.
about is accountability across the board to anybody, period, to each
Mm,
other, to the members
Yep,
in the group, to the people
yep.
around us. If people are being disingenuous, not authentic, and we feel like they don't have the best interests of the people in mind, then we're going to try to do whatever we can to hold these people accountable
Mm-hmm.
and make people aware of who these people are. A lot of people, there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing, and I come to slaughter these people. I told the people on the call, I feel like Robin Hood. We about to take from these people who've been stealing, and we about to give it to the people who've been stolen from their whole time. That is our goal. That's what, man. We're not here to play with these people. We on a mission. We on a mission to outback.
Absolutely,
Anybody
absolutely.
want to get in front of the steamroller, you're gonna end up flat. That's what it is.
Ooh,
Like the Looney Tunes commercial. Looney Tunes.
Straight up.
hey man, I mean, that's real game right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. You know how we do. Typically, especially if you've been in the pack, you've watched our weekly watch list calls. Now, first thing before we move forward, since these are not going to be filmed live, at least for the foreseeable future. No reason to at the current moment. But so you don't miss any of the information that we have going forward, especially for the play, so you can be a part of these massive gainers and the education that we give out on a week in, week out basis. I need you to do one thing. I need you to click like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell. Absolutely. If you want a little magic sprinkled on your port, you're going to want to do that before we move forward. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get into just kind of an update on where things are regarding the market. And then Boss Gang is going to show you, what the market is going to be looking like coming up this week. So let's jump right into it. Let's see here. So right now, as far as XLC is concerned, we are full time frame continuity to the downside. If you look at the current month bottom left here, it looks like things want to move outside to the lower level. Now, that'd be very interesting considering the fact that if you could see here at that buy level below 68.48, it looks like the two previous months, things got bought up. But right now, if you kind of look at the story that it's telling, especially with the week, after that 2-2 or 3-2 reversal, things do look like they want to keep heading down for communications. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at XLE. Now, XLE had a slight pullback and then took off like a rocket. So last week ended up with the hammer counter shooter. No, my apologies. That was a finish in the week. So the day, hammer counter shooter. But it has full time frame continuity to the upside. A lot of room to go. As you see with a lot of the oil stocks and with currently what's happening geopolitically, we know and have known for quite some time that oil was going to pay. Don't let anyone fool you, regardless of what they tweet or what they tell you in terms of trash can juice and things like that. These plays, just it's individuals would rather let you hear their opinion instead of admitting that they're wrong. Just flat out. All right, so on to the next one, XLF. XLF, as you can see here, setting up an inside quarter to the downside, inside month to the downside, full time frame continuity. Let the story of how the chart, the day, the week, the month, the quarter play out, telling you what it's trying to do. Banks aren't looking too hot currently at the moment as far as continuity is concerned. As far as industrials has a pretty similar setup. There is some conflict in the week with the inside week right now failing to get out of the range of the previous month. You're having full time frame continuity if the next week opens up and goes red. So keep an eye out for that because you do have a 1-2-2 setup on the day. Trigger at 99.94, which will take you back to, I want to say, Tuesday's low from this week. XLK. Sometimes I want to just skip over XLK, but if you're a bear, hey, the opportunities are right here for you. Inside quarter in red, inside month red. Full time frame continuity to the downside. 312 on the day to the downside. You can almost pretty much see where this is headed in terms of that range. That's what's that about? 142.08. The hell, whatever. It's gonna go down. So we have that continuity to the downside there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and jump into XLP, one of my favorite sectors. One of the favorite sectors right now in the pack. If you look at it, the moment we get an opening of two up, not two up, but a green day, green week starting on Monday, we're back in the full time frame continuity. You had the hammer 2-2 reversal on the month last month coming into this month, and you've seen exactly what it did. Range. Get out of here, boy. Let's look at real estate. Real estate. Sneaky, sneaky. Now, real estate is very interesting. It has a little conflict. Now, only thing I don't like is the month is not moving in force, but we would have expected some exhaustion up to this point anyway. But you can see the magnitude that it has is going to push you back up near that 5250 level. Right now, green quarter, green month, red week, red day. You know what happens when the day goes green at the beginning of the week until that uncouples. So we'll have full time frame continuity back to the upside. Watch out for that and keep an eye on the level in which real estate could potentially go red on the month. So you have that there. Utilities, looking like it is in the middle of some consolidation on the day. Could be some accumulation. We'll definitely check out the volume profile going into the week. But right now, green quarter, green month, inside week. It is red, but it is inside week. And a red day that is currently a shooter. And with XLV, healthcare, we do have we have a shooter on the quarter after a failed 2-up in force after the hammer. On the quarter, we have a shooter month currently after taking out magnitude. And then we have an inside day. Look like it may want to go 2-1-2 to the downside. Sorry, on the week, inside week. And a shooter counter hammer on the day. Discretionary, red full time frame continuity to the downside. Now, Boss Gang VIP, as far as the almanac is concerned, going into this coming week, how are things looking? How are things looking going into this week regarding the market after Good Friday?
Absolutely. So, just kind of reading through the almanac after these holidays, we've been having some mixed activity. But overall, we're expecting the day to be bullish tomorrow and just for most of the month to be bullish overall in the market. We know that tech has been in these major downtrends, and we expect that to continue. I expect a lot of choppiness. But this week, we're expected to be bullish Monday, Tuesday, and through the entire week. Dow has led the way over the course of April with about 2% gains over that time. We've had Russell 1.8, 1.7 gains over that time. So that's the S&P has been great overall. So that's what I'm looking for this week. We've been in a lot of great plays. We've seen a lot of things take off. So just got to keep your eyes open, find where the money resides, and make sure people marking up these charts. So I'm about to show you some awesome setups like I always do. And I know you guys got some fire for the people as well. We tend to find where the money resides. A lot of the things we're already in, but we got some more heat for the people, man. I'm looking forward to this week.
Mute FICO.
My apologies. My apologies. We got appreciate that, Boss Gang. We got some heat going into this week. Investing for legacy, man. What you got for us this week?
Sir. I'm gonna kick it off with Caterpillar. Liking them a lot. What I'm seeing. Full time frame continuity to the upside. I like it's gonna break. It's gonna go 2 up. What I'm looking for it to do is going 2 up on the quarter, which will happen less than $1 away. At 229, at 229.81. Once it does that, I'll be looking for it to stay above that level or possibly reject. But if it stays above that level, like I'm expecting, it has some nice strength to it this past week. That'll be my starter position pretty much, and I'll be looking to add on a TTO if it retests that level. But strong hammer on the month forming, beautiful hammer on the month forming, strong past week as well too. So I'm liking Caterpillar a lot. Definitely looking forward to some continuation to the upside for that, and forward to remain above that quarter level is the main things I'm looking for sure. Next, I want to mention ABT Abbott. Abbott. Health is a healthcare play. I'm looking forward to go 2-1-2 up on the week is the main thing I'm looking for them. Abbott Laboratories. It's a nice continuity. It's a nice magnitude to the upside on the week level for sure. So on that week chart, it is not currently full. It doesn't have full time frame continuity. It's not. It's actually has full time frame continuity to the downside. So this is to be more so one of my more riskier plays. But I just have a little faith in healthcare right now, what they're doing. So this is just something that caught my eye. Abbott. Um, Again, have those triggers. Don't jump in anything too prematurely, but it's just something I wanted to mention. Moderna is another one. Moderna, another healthcare play that caught my eye. Moderna. It's conflicting it's conflicting on the charts. The week's green, the day and the month currently are red. But I'm liking what I'm seeing though. Again, healthcare is currently on a point of control. POC is some act. If you don't know what that is, some alpha pack game. Make sure you join us and really learn the power of those point and controls. But it's currently on one on the day that I'm seeing. I see a nice 3-1-2 setup on the day. I see on the week. I see a nice 2-1-2 setup happening on the week. So I like it. It's still an inside month though, so that's something to be watching as well too. So nothing to be go too heavy on. This is again one of my more riskier plays, but like I said, just a healthcare play to be watching for sure. If healthcare shows some strength next week, I like Moderna as well as I like Abbott. I want to bring up Trip next, FICO. Trip. Um, Yeah, Trip, man, we saw some beautiful strength in travel stocks last week, really led by I believe it was Delta earnings. They really, man, their earnings really showed that people are traveling again more than ever nowadays. People were just hung. They were man, they we outside. they People are outside. They're looking to stay outside. I'm looking for that 3-2-2 red reversal on Trip to back to the upside on the week. A night it was a red three, then it went two down on the week. Then it finished pretty strong on the week. But I'm looking for that 2-2 continuation to the upside, and it's also on a point of control on the weekly level as well. So that 3-2-2 is one of our favorite combinations here in Alpha Pack. The month is forming into a nice hammer as well too. So I see we see some continuation in these travel stocks. I like Trip a lot. I'm liking Trip a lot. Yeah, and I'll get more so into the plays that I'm already in that I definitely think more meat on the bone. I want to mention BTU Peabody BTU. Man, this thing has been running like a freight train this past week. It's all basically because of coal ban. One of the latest sanctions that was placed on Russia was the coal banning. So they can't export coal how they used to. So that's good news for a company like this that whose main operation is dealing and selling coal. So Peabody, my next price target for them is 34.21, and then my next price target for them after that is $40.78. So man, just ride this train. Look to keep adding on this because I don't see this war ending anytime soon. I don't see these sanctions going away. So add on these reversals. This is something that you should be able to eat off of with me as well for sure. There's plenty of meat at this buffet for all of us to eat on. So want us to that's something that should be on everybody's watch list right now. Peabody for sure if it's not already. And I think I'm gonna end it on there, FICO. I got a few more that I bring up in Alpha Pack, but I think that's enough for the YouTube family. Enough heat for the YouTube family. I know my brother's gonna come with plenty more, so I'll leave it there. I pass it back to you, FICO.
All right, appreciate that legacy. Let's see, Boss Gang VIP, what you got for the gang this week?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, let me go and break them off some heat. You know, we've been over here smacking a whole bunch of things, but I always got to give somebody something new, right? I like to find where the money resides, find the things that people haven't already looked at, that buy low, sell high. One of the things, I'm going to get into some safe stuff that I've been printing: gold miners, precious metals, nice and solid GDX on the chart. GDX on the chart. We're just going to keep this real simple. Looking for levels over $40.95. These precious metals have been flat out money printers. They're not going anywhere. You can get yourself some time on these and just run up a bag on these. Pretty nice and clean. Another one, safe one that we've been in, running up bags in Helka Miners, ticker symbol HL, real nice and clean. Got some entries. We're looking at about $7.26 to the upside. Tons and tons of magnitude. I like to keep reiterating the same plays that have tons of magnitude, right? So that's what the strat teaches. If some has magnitude, you just keep figuring out places to add and then try to capture that magnitude without having to jump around and look for different plays all the time. Real easy. Another one, let me get into some lithium. I'm going to be out on the lookout for these lithium charts. One, PLL. PLL looks really good right now. I'm a big believer in lithium. We know we're going to need this for the electric vehicles, the mining, and all that stuff. It's huge right now. PLL, $73.44 on PLL. We're about to take this one back into continuity to the upside. Lithium, not going anywhere. Another one, something we looked at, I believe, last week, BIG, Big Lots. Gorgeous setup. We got a lot of run from the retailers last week. Target, of course, Costco, Dollar General, all these things, Dollar Tree. So Big Lots, got some levels on Big Lots, 3701. Super clean right there. Tons of magnitude, nice targets on that. Big Lots. Another one. Uh, Another one. How about this one? How about this one? How about some JWN, some Nordstrom? We all know about Nordstrom. You go in there and get your cologne and all that good stuff. Haven't been doing too much retail shopping myself, but apparently a lot of other people have. I'm looking at JWN Nordstrom's with a ton of magnitude above $29.59 on Nordstrom. We're going to see if we can keep this thing going, get this thing back in the continuity over the top of the day. Very clean there. The last one I'm going to be looking at for today is going to be Macy's. Macy's went crazy last week, got some corrective activity at the target. I want to see if we can actually push back up above that week and take off to this crazy magnitude that it has available. So I'm looking for entry above $26.72 on Macy's. Take this thing in a full time frame continuity and see where we go from there. Keeping it quick, keeping it simple. That's all I got this week, FICO. We're going to have to see what happens like we do every week.
Appreciate that, Boss Gang. Mr. Check My Resume. What you got for us this week, guy?
Man, I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet, man. But a couple things, man. Just quickly note, we kick it. I don't want to use any profanity, so we smacking real hard on that Dollar General right now. Shout out to everybody who got the win on that trade. 414 expirations. We gonna keep the Thou Wow streak going. Um, you know, we you can feast on that bone all to yourself, Mr. Legacy. You can have that bone to yourself, brother. Uh,
Appreciate you.
but
Appreciate
uh, nah, man, we got a few plays we're gonna get into this week. I think right now, man, I'm really only seeing XME, which is got our X and CLF and the African Americans. That's Alcoa, by the way, for those who don't know the pack lingo. Looks like that sector strong as well as XLE kind of pushed up really good. So I like that breakdown that you gave, FICO. That's kind of right in line with some of what we're already in. But I do have some tickers in some other spots, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Folks got to know that you got to really prioritize the plays that you're looking at and things of that nature. But the first thing I'm looking at here, and this one had like a strong week, even though the rest of the its sector didn't, and that's Nike, NKE. So I'm looking at Nike. It outperformed XLY last week. But really, I'm looking at this weekly reversal level here, as well as the monthly level on Mikey, on Mikey, on Nike the trigger. I think with price action, we pushing this break above the week at 134.38 would be the target for entry on the week level. And then we got a two down on the month, or a 2-2 rev potential on the month. We're current inside on the month, and so we're looking at a level of 139.86 to break the month. And that looks like, for me, I think that's a good potential trend change there to the upside on Nike. So essentially, taking that weak entry would get you in closer near to the bottom. It's not quite the bottom, but so that would be the goal of this trade here, to catch this reversal here and take the trend change back to the upside. So looking out for Nike, and we'll keep it moving. Next one I have list. Shout out to that boy Cam. He made me think about it last week. And that's CSX. That's the railroads. I typically look at this one in UMP, but me and Cam, we've been trying to catch these railroads. So I caught an entry this week, brother Cam. So yeah, so I got CSX. What I'm looking at here is the current inside week. We have potential to take this trade above, what's our level for entry? Okay, yeah. 35.19 would be our level for entry on the week. First target, we're looking at 36.73. However, also on the month, you're looking at a level of 38.63 to push the month, or to actually push back to the high of the month. So it's still inside on the month, even though it pushed down. I guess that's a couple of weeks ago. So we're looking to actually recover that. We're looking to recover that that lost price level. So we're just trying to catch this reversal back up on CSX, push back towards $40 range would be the goal here. So really like the way that one sets up. Moving on into my list, let's move over to XLP. I got Walmart. So on Walmart, I'm looking at an inside week currently. Walmart's been busting with a full time frame continuity. We're looking for a bullish continuation here on the week. Above inside week at the level of 158.29. We are currently in force on Walmart, and we have been smoking for some time. So we had a little bit of corrective activity last week. And so now we're looking for this bullish continuation to continue pushing upwards. I like this level above 165. I think like 167 is a good overall level that I'm seeing on Walmart currently. So I'll do a little bit more research over the weekend and have my contracts identified. But yeah, this Walmart looks fire. This is fire. All right. Next one I have, gonna take it back to Alpha Pack 2021. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Bronco. Gonna pull out Bronco. Burr, 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 burr. You know what I'm saying? You know how we used to, Bronco, that's one of the pack early edition trades, early leaps trades. But we're looking at an inside week. Looks like Ford, is trying to bottom out. We hit that high of 25.87. Shout out to the pack, man, for hitting 1,000% on those Ford leaps, man. You got to clap it up for y'all, man. You got to clap it up for y'all. So now, man, we had a little corrective activity now. Looks like we're finding a level on the week. Looks like the point of control is like around $15 on Ford. So now it looks like we're getting a little bit of not even support. It just looks like buy-ins coming in at this level. Also, we've got a quarterly level broadening formation just below this price level where it bounced. So there's a lot of factors that are telling me that we are bound to reverse here on Ford and put us, on track to go back towards the $20 range. So I like this setup here on Ford. I'll keep an eye out for it. Again, it's in XLY, so I'm not gonna put too much dip on my chip, and I'm not gonna, you know, think of it in the sense of, like, hey, it's in a sector, it's got a lot of support around it. The rest of the sector's moving. No, so just keeping the eye out on Ford. We know what Ford can do, so we just need to be cognizant of it. Take the entry if it gives it to us. But yeah, I like Bronco. I like how it sets up, and I like this level to reverse. I feel like we found the level where corrective activity is going to happen. So we are enforce on a lot of the energy stocks already, but there were a couple laggards that did not go in force last week. I'll talk about one right now, and that is KMI. That is Kinder Morgan. KMI is the ticker. On this one as well, we're looking for a bullish continuation on KMI above the level of $19.52 on the week. And again, just like many of the energy stocks, we are already in force. We are two up on the month and two up on the quarter. So this we are just getting on the moving train, and as energy stocks have been since December, the end of December, they have just been going up. You just got to be cognizant of the TTOs. So solid. This is a pretty solid play. We're playing in a sector that's very very strong right now. So KMI is one to keep your eye on. Be a good one to play if you don't have any energy exposure currently. Also, what I saw, I'm not going to talk about all of these right here, but I saw a lot of the Vegas resort stocks like LVS, Wynn, and MGM. I think I'll talk about MGM. They have more triggers, but all three of those have similar looking setups. MGM has the inside week setup, whereas LVS and Win have two down week setups. But on MGM in particular, we're looking at a current inside week, looking for entry at a level above $42.20. So we're about 60 cents away from that level. Also, we are still currently inside on the month, and the previous month was a two down. So we'd be looking for a 2-2 rev on the month above $45.12. So we're not too far away. And also, we're two down on the quarter, but we've got a lot more work to do at the $49 level. So, if we do indeed get this reversal, and you got travel stocks, you got the airlines and cruise lines that look pretty decent as well. You could have these resort stocks actually do indeed reverse. So, it's potentially a very good price level to take entry and reverse. So, we'll monitor it, but they all kind of have that similar look. Speaking of uh, speaking of cruise lines, I did want to point out one that CCL, NCLH as well as RTL also have similar setups. However, I like the price level that CCL is at in comparison to the others with regard to their broadening formation. So I feel like CCL has a little bit more room to squeeze out before it hits its BF. So I really like CCL at the level of $20.09 on the week as a level for entry. That would also put us back green on the month. I'm sorry, at $20.35, which would give us our first target at $21.50. So that would complete the 322 on the week on CCL. And then I'll look at an overall target of around $23, $24. And that's just conservative because I'm not too bullish on industrial sector. So I'm just, you just got to be selective. It's a stock pickers market right now, is what I'm seeing. There's individuals from each sector kind of going off. You just got to know what you're doing. So that's how we can find a Dollar General in the midst of all the red. So anyway, like CCL, like the setup there. If all the fundamental factors come together, we don't get something crazy that like a COVID scare or something like crazy like that. Then we should be okay. We're at a low enough level that you could buy in on commons as well. So, like CCL. All right, and the last one I have, it's a little wild card, but I like this one. This is an Alpha Pack favorite. We haven't played it in a while though. but that's laser. We ain't heard laser in a while, have you, boss gang? But we got laser sitting here on the top of a broadening formation, two down on the week. So we're looking at a 3-2-2 reversal back to the upside on laser above $14.94. And we would look at our first target, at $16.62. However, you've got point of control at 16.27. Overall trade target on this would be in the $20 level or $20 range for laser here. So again, just need to do some more research. Looks like this one has gotten beat up pretty good. So I think we're at a point where it's starting to flatten out and starting to coil. So we'll see what happens here. And that's all I got, FICO, man. I turn it back over to you, bro.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Man, we got some heat this week. Obviously, we've been in some fire that's a lot of things just really heating up. Triggers over the past couple weeks. Most new people that are watching the watch list, if you go back to the previous watch list calls that we've recorded, you'll start to catch on and understand that the beginning of the month, that list is heavy. And as those triggers go off, you'll notice the sectors don't change for the most part. And then we just get fine and few opportunities in between that start to reveal themselves. But what went off during the beginning of the month, if you go back to those watch list calls, those triggers are still good until the month ends. So you're just waiting for corrective activity to occur to be able to get in at the proper time to make sure that that price that you see, you won't see that price again when it takes off. That's the most important. Price is everything. Like Boss Gang VIP says, you buy low, you sell high. But if you stick to that script, take you far in life. Bros, y'all got anything for them before we get out of here?
Thanks.
Well, man, just stick to the script. Stay, follow the rules, and really just don't try to get tricky. I think the market's clearly telling us what it's doing. So, you know, don't try to be outsmart the market or think you smarter than the market. It ain't about that. So I'll leave it at that.
No.
Point. Yes, sir. And make sure you just paying attention to what is more the money at, like why you here. If you here, you doing that. It's certain sectors that we see spies giving you down, it's going two down on a week. But at the same time, it's sectors that are going complete opposite. XL, materials, X and XME. Make sure you know where the money at. Make sure you have your favorite tickers within those sectors. And yeah, man, don't get tricky. Like my brother Resume likes to say, for sure. Stick to the plan.
100%.
It's certain defense. They call them defensive sectors. In like times when markets aren't really shooting strong. There's still areas that are. So make sure you know where that money is. Like, again, yes, sir.
What about you, Boss Gang?
Absolutely. Nah, just stick to the script, man. Just stick to the script. Price action above everything. People don't want to hear that. It's weird. They want to hear that it's something else. They want to hear it's levels to this. Price action above everything else. Follow the price. I filmed some stuff at the grocery store. I'm tracking the actual price.
Right.
Real life matter. I look at numbers in real life. I know how to find the deal. That's what I want everybody else to be learning how to do. Track the price action. Set your levels. That's the only way you're going to know what's happening in the stock market. Everything outside of that, confirmation, bonuses, maybe things to give you confidence. Other than that, man, price action. That's all I got.
Absolutely. Man, we hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the day. Do something. Protect your mental capital. Get off the chart today. You got 2 extra days to do that. Watch the watch list call. Get your trigger level set. Set your alerts. You know how we do to go get the bag. Make sure you like, subscribe, click the notification bell. And we'll be back to you next week, live and direct, Wednesday, Crypto Academy with the homies Boss Gang VIP and Investing for Legacy. Outside of that, if you want more information about the Alpha Pack joining our trading community, visit www.alphapacktrading.com. And if you want to take part the mentorship program to get the #1 options course in the game, honestly, probably leaves you a nice incentive to join this community, the best community in the market. Absolutely. Make sure you visit that. Hit the link in our bio. Follow us on Instagram. You'll see that in the description below on all of our social media accounts to follow. And man, until next week, catch you later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.